Meridian has always been committed to sustainability, which is why they're encouraging their customers to drive electric vehicles. They're also encouraging New Zealand businesses to convert their fleets to electric, which is why today I'm talking to Nick Robilliard, who's Meridian's Procurement Manager. G'day Nick, how are you?
G'day Jeremy.
I want you just to forget that you're working for Meridian here for a second and be completely honest. Do you think that electric vehicles are the future?
This is a technology that's going to completely transform fleets worldwide. If you look at New York back in the 20s, you see a horse and carriage, and 10 years later you see petrol vehicle, diesel vehicle. Electric vehicles are really going to be the future, given we have great energy resources and the technology around battery and storage and grids is just going to really enable that.
I guess as the technology improves as well, the range will start to get further.
The range is moving really quickly. I think Wellington to Napier, think Auckland to Taupo. The reality is those vehicles are here and they're about to arrive in abundance.
The common perception around electric vehicles is that they're expensive. It's an expensive process to convert your fleet to electric. Is that something that you found?
Well, if you look at the upfront sticker cost, it has a perception to it. What we've found is that through owning that vehicle or the vehicles we've got, electric, and then looking at operating costs across the life of them, looking at what we got for one recently when we disposed, we've found that actually they stack up really, really well. And the costs associated around that, infrastructure, provisioning for the power, actually we've been pleasantly surprised, and there's a great buoyant supply market there with great support to make electric vehicles work in New Zealand.
Nick, what are the main things that businesses need to consider when they're wanting to convert to electric?
They need to consider their people and their culture and what they do as a business. That's when data becomes really important too, knowing what you do, how you move, and whether you're actually fit and ready for moving to an electric kind of journey. And look, if you love performance, if you love the fact that you can save some money, maybe if you love having a serene kind of driving experience too, all those things can work with an electric vehicle, which is really cool.
They do actually, they really take off. I drove one around a trash, I got her up to 160, and the torque.
We caught that on the GPS, we saw that you were...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did. On the base track, of course, in a controlled environment.
What other options are there?
We've got some great car share schemes emerging at the moment around New Zealand. I'd really challenge business to ask that question, how many vehicles do we need to get around? What's the best way? Maybe sharing is a really good way to introduce electric into your business.
Is there just any chance at all that in like 10 years time I'll be sitting here chatting to you and you're going to say, look, we're going back to V8, so we just need a bit more grunt around town?
Yeah, unfortunately not, but we will want to get our Sunday, vehicle out of the garage and go for a blade, I suspect. It might cost us a bit, probably won't have any insurance, probably have to pay an extra tax on the emissions, but just the value of doing a burnout or doing something silly, I think it's going to be well worth it.
It's a $20,000 burnout you just did there.